my sisters and brothers, I greet you all with the love and peace of the Lord. I invite you to meditate together with me on the holy word of God of 25th March 2023, when we celebrate the great solemnity of the Annunciation of the Lord. The pivot, direct action. The indicative of our reflection, Annunciation is a decisive moment, a turning point in the history of salvation. It is where God directly gets into action. Liturgically, during the Lent, only two feasts are celebrated as solemnities, with the Lenten exemptions from fast and abstinence and the usual liturgical solemnization. They are, as we know, the Annunciation to Mary on March 25th and the Feast of Saint Joseph on March 19th. They are not so by chance, but with a clear and valid purpose. Joseph and Mary are the two greatest pillars of the new history of salvation through Jesus Christ. They are the immediate and direct partners that were directly involved in the divine plan. Therefore, both of them and both the encounters with them are very significant. The Annunciation is the threshold of God's new plan of salvation. It is new not in the sense of a sudden or totally different, unprecedented, unexpected, or unknown development. It is new in the sense of a new turn in the history of salvation. As the letter to the Hebrews remarks, long ago, God spoke to our ancestors in many and various ways by the prophets, but in these last days, He has spoken to us by His Son. So, through His abiding love, though God's interventions and the manifestations of His benevolence, mercy, and power have always been there, still, the decisive difference is God becoming man. Till then, it was all mediated through law, leaders, and prophets. But at God's new appointed time, He directly gets into action, incarnates Himself, and through His paschal mystery of passion, death, and resurrection, obtains salvation and redemption. This is truly the new era, the new creation, God Himself walking among men. It is new because it is no more limited to a particular nation or place or time. It includes the whole creation, entire humanity. It is also not just for a limited time or duration, but for eternity. Thus, it is new because there is inclusion of the whole creation, in the sense that the entirety of creation becomes the recipient of the fruits of salvation. But not only that, it is new because of the involvement, participation, and collaboration of the humanity. Thus, Mary at Annunciation is not just an individual person with whom God enters into a negotiation, a discussion, decision, and a deal. She represents the whole humanity. She is we in person. It is this inclusive and representational character of Mary that makes the event of Annunciation unique and Mary very singular. Mary's fiat that yes is incomparable because it is the difference in the whole economy of salvation. Thus, it was not a response at one moment of time by one individual. It was the response for eternity. In her docility, surrender, and unreserved commitment, Mary elevates the dignity and the honor of the whole humanity. In fact, in a way, Mary already saved us because she saved our face before God. And now the imperative for our life. Annunciation is a beautiful mirror that reflects both the magnanimous face of God and the humble, submissive collaboration of the human. Let us gratefully and resolutely submit to God's plans.